Hello everybody, and welcome to my first video of Lost and Forgotten video games, and the one I'm going to be reviewing is MDK. Now, MDK is one of those games where, it's an action-adventure shoot 'em up, and it has a comedic flair throughout the whole entire game, which makes it genuine. Ding! And you get to play as this dude right here. His name is Kurt Hectic, and the story behind him is you're a janitor. Yeah, you're just a janitor, and you get sucked in by some dude that you work for named Dr. Hawkins, and he takes you in under his wing, and he makes you into a coil suit thing right here, and he throws you down on a situation where you don't want to be in, but you have to do it anyway. But the story behind it is, aliens come down to Earth, not to take your babes, those bastard aliens like Duke Nukem, but they come down to Earth. I mean, if they were taking babes, then Duke wouldn't probably be in this whole situation, not Kurt in a poor coil suit here. But anyway, so these aliens come down to Earth with this artillery gunship called the Mine Crawler. Sounds really metal, doesn't it? Mine Crawler. Sorry. And this Mine Crawler thing crushes and destroys anything in its path, anything it walks on, treads on, whatever it does. I don't even know what it does. It's like this big giant gunship that just crushes everything on Earth. But an unfortunate Invader Zim. They only used the only thing they used was Mars and Earth attacking each other, and the only thing Mars could do was crush half a can. Poor Zim, he couldn't even crush half of a can, and the dude who was sitting there holding the can, holding on for dear life, screaming his head off, and he was pretty supportive of his can. I mean, this can didn't even budge one bit, and yeah, that Mars kind of sucks, in that opinion. But anyway, other than my little episode there, so yeah, you get taken under his wing, and that's pretty much it. You go down, shoot every single alien that you see, destroy everything in your path, and then go home. And then it happens again. Now, the origin of this game was that it came out on Sega Dreamcast and PC, then was ported onto PS1. And then there was the second one, which is the only one left, 1 and 2. I only got part 1. I used to have part 2, but part 2 was ported from the Dreamcast onto the PS2, which kind of made it pretty good. But I didn't really like part 2 that much. I mean, it was too comedic. This one took a way much serious, deep in tune of the whole franchise. And yeah, so let's look on the back of it, shall we? Alright, so you got the levels here. Yeah, nice looking levels, aren't they? I know, right? Okay, so you're Kurt Hectic. You have a chain gun for a hand. You go out in battle, shooting every single thing in sight. And this chain gun is also a sniper attachment that you can put from your hand onto your face, and you shoot bullets from it. I don't even know how you're going to hold it, but you just shoot it from your face, and it hits the target. I mean, yeah, this is what it looks like. This is what the sniper thing looks like in first person. So you shoot out these bullets that hit these enemies, and one by one. You could even just blow out a bomb out of the sucker, and it'll just destroy that thing. And that's really, really cool. I mean, that thing will be destroyed, in all this green blood, animated blood. Yeah, it's green blood. But anyway, I love this. Even the critics of the game, when they first came out, loved it. Pure genius. The game that will set new standards. And I've seen more reviews, and almost all of them, pretty much all of them are good, positive reviews from Game Fan Magazine. That's really true. So, let's read this stuff here. Exclusive features of the PS game console include never-before-seen arenas, a pumped CD soundtrack, I'll talk about that in a minute, and a full-blown support for the new analog control pad, which came out, I guess, around this time. Blast through over 60 alien-packed arenas. Yeah, that's right. Imagine Doom, the certain amount of episodes, but with nine little sub-levels in it. I don't even know how many levels are in this game, but with these sub-levels, you get 60, which proves to be a long game. And it's really hard, too. It's a really hard game to get to one place to another. That's really hard to do. So anyway, yeah, blast through arenas using staggering weapons of destruction like the super chain gun, which increases your power for your chain gun in your hand, but only limits bullets. The world's smallest nuclear bomb, which you throw, and it's like this tiny little explosion. This tiny little explosion blows up, and only blows up a door. That's all you do with the thing. You grab it, you throw it, you blow up a door, and then that's pretty much it. Smallest nuclear bomb. Tornadoes. You can even throw a tornado. Yeah, it's pretty weak. I mean, it's just a bunch of squiggly lines going around in a circle, but it destroys anything in its path, which is kind of awesome. Super hand grenades and a high-tech reusable parachute. My favorite Part of the coil suit is the parachute. Just saying. Alright, Fast and Furious gameplay includes running, free falling, snowboarding, and paragliding. Full 3D environment allows 360-degree freedom of movement. And you got all these people down here who worked on it. Shiny, Neversoft, and I don't even know who the hell Pi is, but yeah, these guys really made a solid game. It's a really good, solid game. And another power-up I want to talk about is the decoy. Now, with the decoy, it's my favorite power-up in the game. You take this decoy of yourself and you throw it, and a little balloon pops up. It's kind of like walking toward these aliens, and it's like it's supposed to show you, but it's like the worst drawing of you ever. Okay, imagine Kurt, all right, but except a bunch of third graders like started like going crazy on a piece of paper, and that's what happens. He's like has his little angry face. He's like, "Man, I'm gonna get you." And these aliens actually go up to this thing and just start shooting at it, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's him!" And then I just go right behind him. And I just take them out. I mean, it's just so funny to just watch. And and when I go right behind them, they're just shooting my decoy, going, "I'm gonna get ya!" And then I just shoot them like right in the face, and they don't even expect it. They're like, "Hey, what the hell?" And then and then they're dead. And then they die. And then they die a horrible death. They die. They die. They die. How many times have I said die? How many times have I said die? I think I said die a lot. So yeah. They die, and then I laugh a big, giant, hearty laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Go on with my life. So, yeah, that's how it goes. Now, the soundtrack I want to talk about is this is one of my favorite video game soundtracks in the world. And I'm not exaggerating. This is too awesome. This is too awesome for a game to have such a great soundtrack. It's like a movie that you want to see so bad, and then when you see it, it's so awesome, and the soundtrack just supports it all. Here, I'll show you. 3 little samples, not long. Enough of that. But yeah, that's a taste of the first track. There's 3 tracks I'm going to be playing. The first one I just played. Now, I'm not going to play them all. I'm just going to give you little samples. But interesting fact before I do, PS1 discs were used for music. Like, seriously, almost all of the games that you see on PlayStation 1 will have a soundtrack on them. And you can put it in your little radio and just jam out to it. That's really awesome. So here's the other song. It's a little bit goofier, but it works. Yeah. And I just wanted to point out the first track that we just heard. It kind of sounds like a Turok Evolution when you're in battle. So, yeah. Another game lost but forgotten. So, yeah, I'm going to do a video on that too. So here's the last song, which is the main menu theme. I cannot talk today. Now, wasn't that just an amazing, like, wasn't that like one of the most amazing things you would ever hear in a video game? Now, that stuff, like, video game soundtracks aren't that good, but this just blew my mind. This blew my mind as a kid, growing up, and this will always blow my mind, just forever. This game is awesome. This, for me, this deserves a 4.5 out of 5. It's that awesome. So yeah, I have nothing more to say about this, other than, if you want to spy it, then go right ahead. I mean, you will not waste 1 cent on this game, because you'll be so drawn into the atmosphere and so drawn in to such good soundtrack. I love heavy metal. I love country. I love almost everything in the music genre except for new music. Trust me, I really don't like that. But you can't beat the classical, just great oozing music. Now, you can't hate classical. I mean, this soundtrack just blew me away. I mean, the most of the songs on here are like goofy or like atmosphere soundtracks, but little tracks. But these three main songs are the ones that brought me closer to this game than ever. If it wasn't for these tracks, then I would kind of like this game like a 4 out of 5. The music just adds on to it, and I love it. So yeah, I still do not have an outro, so I'm just going to leave it as. Yeah, that's how we're going to end this video. So I'm going to start leaving the video right about now.